Accessibility, yeah, and accessibility is just like in terms of like online school. I'm sure many of you experienced that. Um, the technology allows us to kind of like take education online and do it virtually. So yeah, uh, we don't want to provide too many examples of technology since we don't want to kind of limit your creativity. But yeah, we're just gonna mention a few um, like ideas that maybe you could go off of. Yeah, so for education related issues, these are issues that you may be able to address in your solution that you're going to produce in this hackathon. Of course, these are not the only issues that are present. There are countless others. So make sure you are kind of like coming up with your own ideas as well, because that'll help you stand out, and that'll probably help you produce a better solution. So pick a topic that you like. The ones we have here are school safety, which is just how you would protect students in the learning environment. We also have resource disparities, um, because some educational institutions might lack basic access to learning tools and resources that might be helpful or maybe even essential to learning and growth in the classroom. And then, as a third example, standardized assessments. It's pretty difficult to assess all students on a completely fair and even scale. So taking into account all the like imbalance factors and standardizing them is um, kind of an issue that could use some work. So yeah, your solutions are for the hackathon are essentially just going to try to address an issue related to education that you find to be impactful.
Okay, so moving on to picking your topic. So the first step that you want to take is to brainstorm multiple education related issues in today's society. So as a group, just kind of throw out ideas. You don't have to limit yourselves. They can be as crazy or obscure as you want them to be. But then next you want to kind of discuss as a group and narrow those ideas down to one or two so you can really focus on researching them properly. And so to do that, you can create criteria, like what would be more important, like what would be easier to create a project for, etc. And then for the third step, you would kind of brainstorm like general solutions for each issue. So like it doesn't have to be really in depth, but kind of just like what could be a possible way to fix this. And so next, once you have a couple solutions that you feel familiar with, um, kind of think about those solutions in like a way that makes a little bit more in depth so that you could possibly like create a project on it. So do that before you finally settle in on a topic so that you have a lot to work with once you pick the topic. And the fifth step would be coming to a consensus as a team so that everyone agrees that they want to work on a topic that everyone feels comfortable working with and they can contribute their ideas and effort to. Okay, so the next step would be making your solution. So remember, you're only choosing one of the topics to develop a solution. So you don't want to try to aim for like solving like six different problems. You want to just maybe just focus on one. And so you don't only have to focus on treating the problem, but also preventing it. So your solution must be viable with modern technology. So do your research, don't like do something really crazy like a robot that like flies around. I don't know, like giving textbooks to children who don't have access to it, because that's not really possible. And so it must be a digital solution, which means that it can be anything from like scratch or like you can program your own like program like or whatever, as long as it's digital. So like no, I don't know, making like a drawing or something, that wouldn't be a good solution. So not everything introduced in the theme introduction today would work. It really just depends on you to determine what you want to do and what the best solution would be. And we also very, very highly recommend that you complement your solution with a presentation. So on presentation day, you are going to be judged on presentation, and we highly recommend you practice that. And if you want, you can attend the marketing and public speaking workshop, which is Sunday morning at 11. And so last but not least, keep in mind that there are many, many teams participating. So uniqueness will be a factor in your score. So try to really think outside the box and use your creativity to come up with a solution that you think will wow the judges.
Yeah. And also just another small thing. Um, like any drawings you do, or like your solution, your solution itself is going to be preferably like a model of what your solution is going to look like. But you can also have like supplementary materials like maybe drawings or like blueprints of what you're like planning, I guess. And also when you present your solution, make sure you kind of have an idea of um, where you might be able to improve in the future and like areas for growth, I guess, because the judges may ask about that.
Okay, so next, we're gonna move on to the Q&A. So if you have any questions about the theme, please ask them now. And also there's gonna be another workshop at 2 p.m. this afternoon, which will go more into detail about education that isn't all limited to academics. And so if you want to learn more about the theme or get more inspiration, please feel free to join that workshop too. But if you don't have any questions, you guys are free to go and start working on your projects. Okay, so there's a lot of questions about teams. So right now we have the teams formed and we know what team everyone's on, but we're waiting for everyone to complete the check-in form because some people they sign up for the hackathon and we put them in a team, but we don't know if they're actually going to do it. So right now I think they will be released very soon in the next hour. And so just sit tight and then wait for the teams to be sent out. They'll be sent out for everyone to see. And once the teams are sent out, we have created Discord channels for every single team. So you can connect with your teammates and you guys can talk either in the Discord channel that we made for you, or you guys can like take your conversation to like your own private group. So yeah, but teams are going to be sent out very shortly. We're just waiting for like everything to be fixed and everything to be confirmed right now. They're gonna be sent out via Discord and email, I think. So just make sure to check your email.